Hey friends, let's talk about your rights as a protester because we need to be out on the streets making our voices heard, but it's kind of scary to be a protester these days. And so I want to talk to you about what your rights are. First of all, you have the right to protest. If you are not in legal status, you should exercise more caution, and maybe a protest isn't the way that you show your opposition because it could be more risky for you. If you have a green card or you're a US citizen, you can protest and you shouldn't be detained for protesting. Let's talk about what some of your rights are. You have the right to record at a protest and any police activity. You can record any law enforcement officer doing their job in any part of the United States. What you can't do is get in their face, interfere with what they're doing, get in their way, or touch them. But you can stand back at a safe distance and record their behavior and what they are up to, and that is very advisable. That is our greatest strength and power that we have, is that each of us has a recording device on us at all time so we can keep eyes on them as they are keeping eyes on us. You have the right to remain silent. This is a Fifth Amendment of constitutional right that attaches to everybody regardless of legal status, and we should all be exercising it. One little weird quirk about this right, though, is you have to affirmatively exercise it. So you have to say, I am remaining silent. I wish to remain silent. You have to say that part out loud rather than just remain silent. You do not have to carry your identity on you. That's not a requirement in the state of Texas or any other state in the United States. If you are a U.S. citizen, if you are an immigrant, permanent resident, DACA holder, student visa holder, etc., you are required to carry proof of legal status on you. Most permits are needed for protests, but if you're just marching down the sidewalk, you do not need a permit for that. What I would recommend is that you be thoughtful and careful about who the protest organizers are when you go into a protest. Is this a well-known organization like No Kings, for example? They've held many rallies. They pull permits. The city supports the rallies and the protests that they do. They are generally known for being safe. They're not chaotic. They're not disorganized, and they follow the rules. So knowing the organization that is putting together the protest that you're attending and making sure it's a well-respected and well-run organization is really important. Generally, if this is a protest that's being held at City Hall or at the Capitol, this is going to be a bigger organization that knows what they're doing. Counter-protesters also have rights to show up at any rallies. So if you want to show up as a counter-protester, you can do that. Now, if ICE shows up or any other police agency shows up, be careful about your behavior at that point. Don't run away. You can walk away calmly, but don't run because that can create reasonable suspicion. If you are stopped or being talked to by a law enforcement officer, ask if you're free to go. Am I being detained? Am I being arrested? Am I free to go? These are all fair and good questions if the police are in your way or they're stopping you. You want to make them tell you that you are being arrested or detained. Don't just stand there because they tell you to stand there. Remember, say, I am exercising my right to remain silent. Don't just remain silent. And this is a big one. Don't sign anything. This is especially immigrants. They try to get you to agree to a deportation without even understanding what the paperwork is, or sometimes they even threaten you to sign it. So make sure you're not signing anything. And then get names, badge numbers, recordings of the police activity. And sometimes it's a good idea to put an emergency contact or a lawyer's phone number on the inside of your arm in a Sharpie, and so that you know who to call in case you do get detained. So stay safe out there. Definitely exercise your First Amendment rights, and let's get out on the streets and let our voices be heard.